I'm Marnie, and I've been obsessed with documentaries.
And I'm Chrissy. I haven't, but I'm giving it a go.
We watch so you don't have to. Or maybe you do, and just want a completely fact-free synopsis.
Expect spoilers and tangents.
Because we're not here to educate.
We trade accuracy for entertainment every time.
This is the Gist Project.
Hey there. We're back.
We are, and it's cozy.
It is. Yeah.
Kind of. We're surrounded by plants and blue sky, but it's a bit deceiving.
We're trying to be warm.
You're right.
We are.
Yeah.
This, actually, I appreciate it. It is an opportunity for me to wear the stuff that I really don't wear out in public, like this shawl that I made.
Why wouldn't you wear it in public?
I just am not a shawl person yet.
Okay.
But once our fame
You're right.
happens, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, you sure can.
Yeah.
Well, I think that you can do whatever you want now.
I can't. You're right. You're right.
Just
You're right.
you have to like commit to it.
Yes.
Because you could be the shawl mom in the hockey stands.
I could, but I'm definitely not.
Okay, but what do you, but you wear all the cute gear when you're in the hockey stands.
I'm the goalie mom.
Yeah. Oh, is that a specific designation of clothing type?
No, just a level of crazy.
Oh.
But actually, I don't think I'm that goalie mom crazy. We could ask the hockey moms, but sometimes goalie parents are down by the net where their children are.
Kind of like divers in swimming, where they're over there.
No judgment, but then the goalies change every period, and sometimes they'll even walk with them. Bob and I are more like, let's sit center right, or, you sit across your team's bench.
Yeah.
We're more of those parents. Hang out with the other parents. Let's not separate ourselves.
Let's be social.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that. I usually end up, for past seasons, I have Facebook lived this hockey game,
I would love to listen to
for the grandparents.
Of course.
Viewership of 13 or so. But I really try to say, and, I say that the skaters' names so they know, oh, Audie's got the puck.
How do you know that so fast?
I do. I can tell, I can tell the way Audie skates. Oh, and she's got a different number, so that's really got me this year. But there's certain girls you're like, oh, that's definitely Shiloh.
So what's interesting is that, our shared love of Eric Baskin.
Yes.
His dad, Peter, who's like my best friend and work mentor of 1,000 years.
Really?
Yes. So Peter was also the announcer for both Eric and Hannah's games.
Oh, wow.
So
fun.
He did it, and he said that it was an amazing opportunity because you're just always a part of your kids' stuff. So now I see you doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not in the actual game itself on behalf of the game, but like to the loving viewers.
Well, and I try really hard to be optimistic out on the ice.
Of course.
And I don't say, oh, she missed that pass. I try to
keep it positive.
Yeah. Well, that was a good idea.
Right. You could with your shawl then, you could have a cape. It could be like a cape. You don't want to go there? No,
no,
okay. I just saw that facial expression.
I have oh, you're going to love this.
Okay.
I'll wear it one of these times. A long Duluth Trading Company.
Obviously.
Buffalo plaid flannel.
Now, when you say long.
The one I wear to your house in the mornings.
Yeah. That's butt length.
That's normal length. This is long.
Okay.
Knee length.
Oh.
Flannel.
So is this supposed to be worn over leggings with like boots? What's the look?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I just throw it on.
Obviously. Yeah.
I put it on right now and it'd match in my mind.
I've got an idea. So for an upcoming episode, I would like you to wear that.
Deal.
And I'm going to wear that gigantic Snuggie.
Yeah.
That is the minute I walk out of here, that thing's going on. Because it's 2 degrees in this house. And everybody else wants to keep it at sub-zero temperatures except me. So I wear that.
I also have one.
You do?
That's a whole nother episode because, yes, I've convinced, we have a hockey mom.
Yeah.
Who is so cute. And she also has one. It makes this look really cute.
So you wear this in public?
No.
Okay.
Because then I've convinced the other, because you and Beth had them.
Yep.
And then
no, this isn't that.
Oh,
You're talking about the Nordic beach things.
I'm talking Nordic beach.
Oh no.
Oh,
Moon. I've got a almost calf length. I forget what it's called.
oh, I know what it is because
The
Dora
green.
has one.
It's green and it's like hooded and it's
I haven't
gigantic and
seen yours.
heavy.
I can't wait
Okay.
to see yours.
All right.
Yeah.
But no, the Nordic beach is a thing. And those are stylish.
No,
Okay.
to people who are petite like you and this hockey mom, yes. And then there's some of us hockey moms who bought them, or their husbands bought them, and we're like, we'll never wear this out.
Really?
Yeah,
What, Moon? I think you could.
they're so comfortable. To your point, I could wear whatever the hell I want.
Yes, exactly.
Yes,
Capes, woolly shirts.
shawls, crochet shit all over.
Yeah, we need to stop caring.
Yeah, that's hard to do, even when you're 43, I guess.
I know.
Yeah,
You're right. I mean, I was thinking last night about how I'm going to be changing up my work wardrobe because
Oh.
men these days, okay, so the new men's work wear is sneakers, dressy sneakers,
okay.
dress socks, nice pants, like men can wear like Lululemon pants or whatever.
Yep.
And then a button-up shirt and a vest. And that works in the workplace, or a quarter zip
Yeah,
with a button-up underneath. For women, I'm bringing it. I'm going to do it. I
Good.
know that that's what men wear, and women. I'm not going to should on anybody, but you don't see women wearing that. Perhaps it's a bit masculine, but it seems so easy. So I'm going to do that.
and comfortable.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Like these pants, I can't get away with them because they've got a zipper. That's frowned upon, as would be like cargo pants, unless it would be, not that I would wear cargo pants, but that's the style with our girls.
Utilitarian.
Yes. You can put some stuff in there.
Pockets, pockets, pockets.
We could also wear it to our Lilith fair and fit in just fine.
With our flannels.
Yes, with big long flannel.
Yes.
Okay. Well, now that we've got your outfits picked out for the hockey season.
Yeah.
Oh well. And momming, of course.
Yes. Mom's so hard.
Yeah.
I don't really have a thing I did this week, and I know we just did a tangent, but are you finding like nobody really prepares you to be a mom to a high school senior? Like these things are it's really hard.
Yes.
I just am like, I guess maybe I'm not listening, or it's a specific point in your mom career where you're like, what the fuck is happening right now?
I don't know.
Everything seems really heightened.
Yes.
Every emotion, every last thing.
Is it with you, or is it with Lucy, or both? Is it
Oh,
okay?
Both.
Yeah.
I mean, like her last swim meet, it's
Oh,
a thing. It
yeah.
was a thing. And of course it's going to be a thing.
Right.
But like she was already crazy about it before it happened. I was crazy about it during it, of course.
Of course. Were you crying?
No, but she did drop the 10 seconds and
That's awesome.
Teary-eyed. And then she did not drop the time she wanted to this time. So it was a bummer for her because she had dreams of glory, I'm sure, for her last swim meet. And it was just a swim meet. And it was a good meet for her, but not good enough for the last one, right?
Of course.
And it's like, oh, well, don't forget you just dropped 10 seconds the last time you swam this event. So
yeah, that's not going to happen every time.
Another 10. Anyway,
I think that there's a difference between boys and girls, though, because Addie is just a little bit more subdued. I'm the one who's making a big deal out of everything, but I think it's more of the mental torment of what all the choices that are going to be coming and then being powerless to it. And then they're going to be going off this year. What are all of the events? Oh, none of it's in the calendar.
Yes.
So for like an ultra planner type A person like me, it's just like, oh, I've got so many things to do that I can't control.
And I'm really excited about this.
Yes, of course.
I am really excited. And like people are always like, and I understand, let's freeze time. No, I want this growth to happen.
Correct.
I just didn't realize like it is going to be hard.
Yeah.
And on the whole family dynamic.
Well, and as Robin Gem Shalomi would say, that as moms, our job is to get them to the mountain and then to watch them climb.
Yeah.
Right. So
I thought we were pushing them off.
Well, that too. At times, I mean, like back to your point about it being like hyper emotional.
Yeah.
God, there are some things where it's just like, Oh my gosh. Or you say something or you breathe wrong and it's like the daggers that come shoop, 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 shoop,
Exactly.
just stab me directly in the heart. Yeah, no, I'm with you. It's emotional and it's a lot. And then I think also the seasons are changing.
Yeah.
That doesn't help.
We're
So there's
probably like perimenopause.
oh, we for sure are.
Good God.
I know my hair's falling out.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something about that though.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
To update us later.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so watch as my bald patch like slowly becomes less bald.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
See that?
I have my dad's hairline.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I mean, I took a lot from his genetic pool. I swam in that pool, I'm sure. My God. But yeah, it's his hairline and
you know,
stature.
One of these things we're gonna just do we're gonna do the parent. We need the sisters though for that one.
Yeah.
We need Bree and Katie. Like we can't do that alone.
No, we'll get a bigger table. Yeah.
So speaking of parents, we're here to talk about con mom.
Wow. Another one with a mom who I just can't. So this was Con Mom on Netflix. The events took place around 2020, COVID shutdown.
That's right.
Let's talk about first impressions.
Yep, when you saw that tile. I can't wait to hear yours.
Well, okay, let me just say I'm in my recliner and my feet are up and I've got a cozy blanket on. I can't crochet because I'm writing, but I've got a pillow, so my notebook is like this.
Yep.
I'm comfortable. And my I need to update my glasses. Prescription. The real prescription. The real eyeglasses.
Wait, you mean
not fake ones.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It is this as a private investigator, this isn't out of line.
There it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So I can't quite see. So what I see is like a schedule, a meal planner page, a page from something like this.
Yeah. On the TV, we're talking about the tiles.
Yeah. Oh. This page was folded and then unfolded, and there was a giant question mark in the middle of it. So it's like sectioned off, and then hands were holding this paper open.
What?
Yeah, that's what I saw. And then I said British question mark because of the title was Mum.
Right.
Hold on. It's like a fake mom. That's what I'm thinking.
Unbelievable. Okay, so you're right. This has got to be a Netflix thing because I saw what could be a couple. And that's because the face was scratched out. The mom's face was scratched out. So you've got Graham, our protagonist in this situation. I guess I don't know what we would call him, but we've got Graham. And then we've got this other person who's clearly a woman with a really bad hat, which I'm coming right out.
Yeah.
There were so many bad hats.
Outfit choices.
Oh, the outfit choices. And I just couldn't get over the hats. So they're sitting on a couch, which I really liked. I really enjoyed the style of the couch. It was a green studded, I believe they're called iron. I don't know. I've got it over in my house. You know what I'm talking about. So they're sitting on this green couch and it was a rando selfie. So clearly this was not a professional photo. But then I thought, well, stop judging, Marnie. This is a documentary about a poor guy who gets conned.
Yeah.
I know.
So that brings us to the synopsis of this. This is about Graham, who meets his biological mom when he's 45 years old. And then this is what happens when they reconnect.
I mean, when some people reconnect.
Yeah.
God, I would hope that when they happen to reconnect. And so his last name is Hornigold.
Yeah.
And I feel like either that is a character in a book I've read recently, or it's a famous character in a book, or... Have you heard of the last name?
No.
Okay, I don't know why it stuck out to me then.
Well, maybe he's a famous chef.
Well, he is.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know if that is why this woman looked him up. I mean, we know that she gets stuck in London due to COVID, hence why she reaches out. But like, why then? Why now? I mean, and why she would think that he has money to con away from him.
Right.
Is another question. But so we've got Graham.
Yep. Graham is, like you say, our protagonist, our main character. Mm-hmm. He knows he was born in Germany, at a British Army base. He was fostered for 2 years, and then he grew up with his dad and stepmom.
Yeah, you wonder, like, why was he fostered for 2 years? Like, where was dad?
And they
mom was taken away.
had said his dad was alcoholic and abusive.
A big meanie.
Yes. I'm just going to do cast of characters kind of quick.
Yeah.
Because there weren't many. We had Heather.
Partner. Not wife. Partner.
Mm-hmm. In business and life.
Yes.
Yeah.
They looked really cute.
They did. Well, they said that they met at work. It stayed professional. And then she just fell in love with Graham. Now, Graham is a tender heart.
Yes, he is.
He really is.
Yes.
So, of course, she fell for him.
Yep.
They get married, right? They did.
No, they didn't get married, but they moved in together.
Yeah.
And then they got pregnant.
Yes.
And one of the best little quotes was, as two bakers. So he's a pastry chef.
Yeah.
And I believe she is a budgeting pastry chef or works in the biz. And when they get pregnant, they say two bakers baking the best thing or something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing, but
it was cute.
It was so cute.
What a good idea.
Yes.
Bun in the oven.
Stop. Da, 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 da. There it is. Yeah. So Heather and Graham are partnered with baby on the way.
Yeah. And then in comes Dion,
AKA Teresa,
AKA Graham's mom.
Yeah. AKA con artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So let's just say I didn't really picture a person like a con artist to be a person like 80 years old
with a giant fupa.
Yeah. Like what?
Yeah, she I mean, clearly was of ill health.
Yeah.
Didn't take care of herself.
No.
Was a million years old. Sorry, no offense to all of our 80-year-old listeners.
No, but like what is the deal?
I don't know.
And she is a con artist, like,
yeah,
bona fide.
Yeah.
So Graham gets an email, and it was from a woman claiming to be his birth mother. And then he's skeptical, so he asks a series of questions, and she answers them all correctly.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, let's meet.
And they meet at a fancy hotel.
Yeah.
The Dorsey or something.
The best hotels.
Right. And there's champagne and caviar and red carpets rolled out, not only for Graham, but for Dion. So he's walking into this going, wow, if this woman can afford the Dorsey and all of these niceties, like, what have I been missing out?
Yeah.
Yeah. She proceeds to shower them with gifts.
Yep. She also breaks the news that she has terminal cancer.
Right. So there's like two things at play.
6 months to live or something.
It's like, I've got 6 months to live, and also I'm incredibly wealthy and I want to make sure that you can get it.
Yeah.
And her wealth is purported to be from two sources. Number one, her multiple businesses. And apparently she spoke 18 languages.
Yep.
And that is because Graham overheard her speaking to a number of people. Now, I don't even know how you would decipher 18 languages. After a while, a couple of them to me would probably sound the same.
Well, and the way she spoke English, if
right.
That's the way she spoke all languages, then.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Donde está el baño? I mean, two for me. Then.
Yeah, that's right.
Like,
that's right.
I'm not understanding Spanish, but I can say words.
Right.
Anyway.
So the other means of her wealth is that she is the illegitimate child of the Sultan of Brunei.
Obviously.
So she says.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know what that means, but apparently the Brunei family owns the Dorsey. So there was this web that kind of made sense of coming around. So she, and at this time, I think this is when Heather is pregnant. So Heather's pregnant, Graham, and he's ecstatic.
Oh yeah, they're ready.
And it just tender heart, like you said, he's been waiting for this moment. It almost becomes the circle of life of, I've got my baby on the way, I've got my partner, now I have my mom.
And they had an instant connection.
Yes.
And they looked alike. They had the same mannerisms. There really wasn't, after the initial round of questioning, which you would of course be skeptical about.
I don't know. I think I probably would have been like, really? Okay. Like,
I would have asked the basic, where was I born?
exactly.
My dad, or like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. Marty's like, handy.
Yeah. Is there a puppy? Let's go. Let's go. Ooh. Yeah. I would totally fall for that honey trap.
Yes, but he does, and then it's just further enforced with the connection. They get together. She seems loving by all these photos of the kisses and the hugs and that, but he looks genuinely happy.
He does, which is a part of why this is like so sad, because you wouldn't wish this on him in particular.
Oh, I am upset.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she's got terminal cancer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember which one there were two.
I know that they talked about it.
Okay.
A lot, but yeah, there were, let's say, 2 to 3 cancers.
So she's in these fancy places wearing these bad hats.
Yep.
But then she wants to buy them a car.
Yep. It was 45 years of hurt.
Right.
Let me buy you a Land Rover.
Yep. That was what he got.
And did she get a BMW?
She did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Heather.
So, and this is after clothes and
she's showering him with a lot of stuff. Gifts.
And are Heather's spidey senses starting to go off now?
I feel like they are.
Okay.
And I wonder, is she attributing this to like an innate sense like of this there's something wrong with this person, or maybe she goes, I wonder if this is like a pregnancy thing.
Well, I would imagine
I think you could,
because it's a first for everything.
Yeah.
You just don't know. You don't know what you don't know. So you've got this woman who comes out of nowhere, is just showering them with immense wealth, or the perceived case, right?
Yep.
And then I think Heather has the baby, and Dion starts to turn on her a little bit.
Yes.
And she has the bloody urine, which we find out is food dye later. So she passes red urine and is sending pictures of being flaccid in a hotel room. And we've got Heather home with a newborn. Can you imagine?
No.
You have a newborn. Like, we know what that's like.
Yeah.
Down there, it's feeling all sloppy and heavy and big, and you've got this baby, and I mean, the emotions and all the things. No, and then you've got this terminally ill grandma who is sucking up all the life force.
Brand new.
Yeah.
A whole picture. And Graham's like, move in.
Right. And I think I even wrote down that this is not necessarily, this is not ideal. No, it's not exactly ideal is what I wrote down. And then after that, in a big, bold word, more bad hats. I can't get over it. I'm going to say it maybe a few more times because I write it a few more times.
Yeah.
I can't help it. So he's got 85-year-old cancer, partner, and newborn. Not exactly ideal. And 2 months after the baby is born, she says, we need to go to Switzerland so that you can have some of my money.
Let's get to Zurich. Yeah, the banks. This is going to be a 4-day trip.
Yes. And at that point, Heather was like, go. And I wrote down in quotes, fucking go. I don't think she said fucking go, but like, I would be like, get out.
Oh, I would have been ready for them to leave.
Yeah. I will actually show you to the door with my foot.
And Graham is explaining he really does want to be there with Heather and the baby, but he feels like by doing this with his mom, he's setting up his son for life.
It all makes sense.
Yes, and it does.
And I would be in support of that too. And I would imagine it would be like, okay, that I'm going to do the hard thing alone with the newborn for a while.
Yep.
Yes, it's COVID, but there's Instacart, there's whatever, like you can get by, and for whatever, like she's going to make it work.
And it's only 4 days.
And it's only 4 days. Yeah. But how many did it become, Moon?
Forever?
2 months.
Yeah. Was it really 2 months? Oh, yeah, because it was Christmas.
Yes, he came back Christmas Eve. So while he's in Switzerland. They're they're setting up new accounts, meeting with Swiss bankers, financiers, eating at 2-star Michelin restaurants, and then they meet up with Juan.
Yes.
I loved Juan.
I did like Juan a lot.
Juan was like, I guess I will be a part of this. He had to be a witness for some of these financial exchanges, I guess. I don't know.
I've never had to deal with massive wealth or inheritance from a
Yet.
sultan of Brunei. But I'm just like, how long does it take to talk to, is this the first time these bankers and lawyers have done something like this?
Well, I think the only way that one would understand why it's taking so long is the complexity. And maybe
but 2 months of complexity, like you should be thinking, I'm dealing with professionals and they can't figure this out.
Right. Oh, totally.
We can't Zoom.
Good point.
Or DocuSign.
Right.
I mean,
yeah. But when you're going up to the private room of a private bank during off hour, I mean, there must have been some sort of mystique to this, and because there are so many ceremonies that are unbeknownst to 99.9% of the world, you'd think, okay, this is just a part of how this goes.
And also you have the looming terminal illness,
right?
So you're just thinking, I'm soaking up this time with my mom,
even though, I mean, Heather must have been going bananas beside herself.
Yeah.
Well, so we've got Juan, who is kind of looped into this parade under the guise that she started calling him grandson. So grandson, Juan becomes grandson, and she says, I'm going to give you 3.5 to 4 million.
Yep.
She also offers to buy him a home. So they start visiting these obscene properties.
And then the amount goes up to 7 million.
Yes, because he said, I can't afford these houses.
For doing nothing.
Right.
So then I think he is like, what?
Well, as it turns out, in the Asian culture, and I don't know this to be true, but a couple other people mentioned it in the documentary.
They did.
Where you give to get. Yep. So she says, while Graham's away, probably calling Heather as he should be, but she's with Juan and says, hey, I'm going to give you this money and I'll take care of you, but I need you to give me some money in exchange.
Yeah.
In essential. Like we find out to keep the scam going, right? So, but Juan is like, I don't have any money. Like, hey, I appreciate you wanting to give me 3.5 for buy a house now 7 million, but sorry, lady, I don't have any money. So, but she makes sure to say, don't tell Graham,
and that gets his antennae start to go.
That's right. Huh? Yeah. Well, like, why wouldn't I tell?
Yeah.
If this is so a part of the culture, why wouldn't I?
Yep.
But, and I think she asked for $2,000.
I don't know if I wrote that one from Juan, but she also at this same trip meets Marcus, a filmmaker, and
Junyoung, yep. Where they have like an Amazon-like business.
Yeah. So she does sign a contract with them.
To invest
in 20% or gives them 20. So she signs this contract giving them X amount of money.
2.5 million francs.
Yeah. And Junyan is of the Asian culture, and she's the first to mention in that culture, when you get a gift, you give gifts.
Yes.
So then they had been giving a lot of gifts.
Hats, handbags, boots, coats, champagne.
I thought the champagne bill was like 10,000. I mean, pounds, euros, whatever we're using.
And as we come to find out, like, I guess I can't speak on behalf of Junyoung and Marcus, but like Peng, who also in this time period of 2 months becomes one of her victims, in the sense where this guy has a medical company that he's building or is a part of, and she promises him $60 million. Yep. Peng gave her $50,000 worth of cash.
Yes.
So we've got Junyoung and Marcus. Now, Peng, he said he gave this money and he really didn't have it to give.
No.
So he went into debt. So I don't know about Junyoung and Marcus, but they're taking out this money thinking like, I'm going to invest 50,000 and I'm going to get 60 million in return.
Right.
But like, Can you imagine if that's your life savings? And you must really believe this woman.
Yes. Well, again, the way this works, this reminded me of Inventing Anna.
Yes, of course.
Because isn't that the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
mm-hmm.
I give you the perception of massive wealth.
Right.
And I will get you my wealth. I'm going to share with you. But like, there's something wrong with, I can't get it right now because of COVID.
Right.
I can't get it right now because there's lawyers and bankers involved. I can't get it right now, but spot me this and I will give back.
Right. And as it turns out, so at the end of the documentary, we kind of find out how she even started this thing. And we're not going to skip all the good stuff, but like she conned someone in India who paid for the trip to go to London, where then she conned Graham and Heather to then pay for the Switzerland trip.
Yeah.
Then she cons Jun Young, Marcus, and Peng to then pay for going back to London after Switzerland.
Well, I'll say that this started in the 80s.
You're right.
Because she was in the newspaper, right? In 1982, probably. I don't know. Where she had, I don't know that
she was paid she paid for something through jewelry. She was jailed for 2 years for property by deception.
Yep, that's what it was. I just found it. Jailed for deception.
Yep.
In 1982.
Yep.
That's 43 years ago.
It sure is. So she's been running scams. I mean, at some point, and she does say this at the end, where she's like, I can't change. So she said, I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart, but I'm not going to change. So she knows her game. Yeah. She just doesn't care.
No.
I mean, and she ended up getting a total of $300K from Graham and Heather, 15 to 20,000 in Zurich.
Yep.
20,000 they spent in London. 10 to 15,000 they put on entertainment. So I think that's when she came back. They racked up 20 to 25,000 in credit card debt. And then they ended up having to pay for the cars.
Yes.
Because she only paid for the down payments.
And she must have paid a month or two.
Maybe.
For it not to be, because you're right, take a little while for that payment to come out and for Heather to go, what is this?
Yeah. Like, can you imagine? So meanwhile, so Graham's just trying to like do what he can to set up his family and also I think like love his mom.
Agree.
And feel that. Meanwhile, she starts to talk shit about him.
Yeah.
To all these other investors.
One of the ways she got money from Peng was say, he stole all of my money.
That's right.
I need 10,000.
You're right.
Yeah. And he gave it to her. Heather is now not fooled. She's upset.
Yep.
She's researching.
And she finds out that she has gone by she's had 3 different dads.
Yes.
On her birth certificate, all deceased.
Different birth dates.
Yep. And this is when Heather also speaks with Juan and is like, dude, your boots on the ground. And they're still together, to my knowledge, right? Like she's still trying to work this out. But then Juan sits Graham down and essentially says like, your mom's lying.
Yeah.
You need to get out of this. And does Graham hear him at this point?
I think he begins to hear him because he goes back to the hotel and finds the food dye.
Okay. Yes.
Or that red dye. And then he asks his mom and she says it's for some medicinal something or other.
Right.
Somehow Peng, who is the smartest one of the bunch and calls Brunei.
Yes.
I don't know how to, what do you do? Google their phone number? I don't know how to do it, but he finds out there is no illegitimate heir named Dion.
Or Theresa May.
Or anybody.
Right.
There's no heir to the Sultan.
You're right. Yes.
So then Peng, I think, speaks with Graham.
He does, because he's like, hey, man,
just so you know.
Yeah, your mom's talking shit about you.
And she's taken 150 euros, I think was the total. 150,000.
Right.
From Peng, total.
You're right, because he starts with 50,000. Yeah. And it's at that point that Peng's like, I'm broke.
And Graham feels horrible. Because Graham is complicit without even knowing it.
Right.
He's part of this, but he has no idea.
I think one of the greatest tragedies of this particular documentary, I mean, we started out talking about being moms and we're going to end talking about being a mom. But like, one of the greatest tragedies is all of these people lose all of this money to this scam artist and nothing happens to her.
No.
Nothing happens to her. So we've got Graham and Heather who lose all of this money. So if they're out $300K and then Peng's out $150 and then Junyoung and Marcus are out, I guess I didn't write that.
I don't know if they actually said what they were out.
So let's just say 50,000. If Peng does 150 and so that's $500,000
in 6 months.
Right.
Maybe a year.
Right.
I think one of the greatest tragedies of this is actually that she's Graham's real mom.
I know.
They did a DNA test and I thought it was going to come back false.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And not that this would have made the story, it wouldn't have made it better, this deception and this con. But I thought, oh, this is how this woman does it.
Exactly.
How do you find people that are somewhat of your descent or believably so? He happens to be set up decent with his finances, right?
Right.
How did she find this person and answer these questions correctly? I thought, this is quite the con.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck. She's his actual mom.
I know.
So she targeted him. I know she was stuck. Maybe she would have never done this.
Are you that stuck though? Stuck is when you're like, hey, I don't have a place to live. Can I live with you and maybe help cook?
And clearly this man did.
Yes.
He would have given all of it. He did give it all. Like,
yep.
And this fucking mom.
Yeah.
Just that's what pissed me off the most was that they did do a DNA test, 99.9% sure Dion was his mom.
Which is, I think that just hits you right where it hurts.
Yeah.
Where under no certain circumstances would you ever think to do that to your own child. I mean, so you've got Graham who had an abusive upbringing with his dad.
Yeah.
He's estranged from his dad. In fact, I think he walked out and hasn't seen him since he was 18.
Nope.
Found this beautiful partnership with Heather. And he also talked about how being in the kitchen and working in the restaurant industry gave him kind of an instant family. And I understand that to a degree because I worked in restaurants. Like there's a camaraderie there.
Yeah.
And I imagine that like the higher up you get and the more you're like in the New York or London scene, I'm sure that it's very tight knit.
And you could see that
totally
in those short clips. Like he was a really good person and a good friend.
And cooking, and he talked about how he cooks with love and that so he found, despite all circumstances, he found a way to be happy and with a person to be happy. And then this woman, his own mom, comes in and is like brings it up to a 100%, like, oh my gosh, not only did I not have my mom, but she's here, she loves me, sad she's dying, but she's got all this money, like
she's gonna meet her grandchild,
exactly,
my firstborn,
circle of life closed. And then to just be obliterated and so disappointed and hurt yet again by your other parent. Like my heart goes out for Graham.
Yeah. And then,
for Heather too.
Yes. Because he and Heather don't have that relationship anymore.
Right.
I think they both are doing very, very good by their child.
Yes.
But you've got to think that really hurts too.
For sure.
Because they really, so I'm thinking these two are never in the same room interviewing and you know they're not together.
Dead giveaway.
Do that. But they spoke so kindly of each other.
Yes.
Not harshly, not like, so I think that's really telling that they must have a strong enough friendship or respect.
And I would imagine empathy, because I think that Heather decides that, okay, I can't go back to this. Like I can't, like it ruined us financially.
Yep.
I've created a life in New Zealand. I'm not going back to London. Like this is done. This is my new life. But she she must, and as would anybody, understand like that would be most people under Graham's circumstances would probably befall the same situation.
Oh,
Like you want to believe that anybody who appears out of the middle of nowhere and you click with would have only your best interests in mind.
and
Like
that's
that.
your mom.
And that's your mom or your dad. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
oh my gosh. It just it's heartbreaking.
It really, really was. And then through it all, like, man, this person still seems pretty normal and nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Graham was a great character.
He was.
Yeah.
And I think he before must have done some like cooking shows. So he's like kind of a mini little Paul Hollywood in some ways, shapes like junior baking competitions.
And it looked like they might have just edited it this way, but it looked like he was kind of a mentor or a teacher to other chefs in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the food looked great. Whatever they chopped with a spoon, this must have been a white chocolate. This is what I'm picturing.
Okay. Yeah.
Near the end, like a white chocolate, hard chocolate kind of thing. And they hit it and then it opened and there was some strawberries in there.
It looked. Would you eat that?
Yes.
Do you like white chocolate?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
I do.
So I liked the visual and I like the idea of the crack and everything else, but white chocolate is a no-go. I don't know what it is. I like almond bark.
I'd let you hit it.
Okay.
I'd eat it.
Okay, fair enough. And quack, whack, right?
Yes.
Oh, Moon. So, I mean, I loved everybody except Dion.
Yeah.
She super sucked. And also, not for nothing. Not only did she run this con, but she became increasingly rude, and aggressive towards Heather. And like Heather was just she had her own baby and her own life, and was like, "I'm not fooled by you, woman, and you can be here, but like stay out of my lane."
Yeah.
So like, there's really no redeeming qualities about Dion.
Not one. And she ghosted them.
Yeah, she did.
She left
100%.
So left Graham again, and he left a very sad voicemail.
Oh,
it was heart-wrenching. Like, you left again.
I wrote down gone. ... again.
Yep.
I mean,
that's just a vile woman. And well, let's maybe talk about, are we done with this one?
We're done with this one. I don't like Dion. I hate her hats.
Yeah.
I want to burn her hats. And I wonder where they put all of her gigantic clothing that she toted around some way, somehow. I don't know. I don't have anything nice to say. I feel bad for everybody who were I mean, it just goes to show how, well, the good thing is that there are still loving people, but then it also shows the underbelly of greed.
Yeah.
These people gave that much money because they wanted that much in return. So there is a little bit of this like, don't be so trusting, I guess.
Well, lesson learned, because if somebody approaches us and is like, I heard your podcast, it's phenomenal. I'm about to give you blank $1 million.
Oh my gosh.
And
you know who they target.
Yes.
Right over here.
We do know.
Yes. And I'd be like, wow.
How can I repay you?
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
You've got a vagrant sleeping in your guest room.
Is there anything you'd put on a shirt?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the love aspect, because Graham at once said, one of the things I do is I instantly love. Is that
I love that too. Yes. Instantly love.
Valentine's card, or put it on a shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're just not going to instantly love somebody who comes offering us lots of money.
No. And I think Dion's inspired an idea for the end of this season podcast.
Tell me.
We're going to do, because we have a couple of shit moms.
Yeah, we do.
So we'll do like an awards, like who was the worst mom?
I love that. Yeah.
Okay. Categories.
Well, then we're going to need to start picking some. And we're going to have to start thinking about some other documentaries. Yeah. That fall within the bad mom category. Yeah. Like, I love that
too, for sure.
Yeah, we sure do.
Yeah. And we've got a lot of fashion documentaries. We could do a category based on fashion.
There's so many ideas.
I mean, it's rolling.
Right. For anybody out there who have other categories, like best shawl or
Yeah.
Moon's best crochet project. We could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, the mind boggles with the
The
possibilities
best
we have.
bad guy or the most hated
Yes.
vile character.
Well,
Which festival would you attend?
or which one would you avoid like the plague?
Can you tell I had a facial and quiet time? That's what I thought of this last time. I got us. Keep doing it.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Wonderful. Well, Moon, that's the gist of Con Mum.
Yep.
We won't be expecting any money anytime soon. All right.
All right.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Well, there you have it. You may have picked up on a fact or two.
Or just convinced yourself you did.
Either way, that's the Gist Project. Never educational, but always entertaining.